know it's God-given, I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath, stop speaking in whispers, say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no ain't got no ceiling like
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And here we go from Chicago. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he drives this into the pouring rain. This will be grabbed at the 5. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out.
At their own 14-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Cuts right. He's off to the races. Now he's past the 25. Devon Achane. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. On is Katie York for the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Luther Burden now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What is going on?
Off the play fake, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Ready, set.
Third down. Here's Williams. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs.
Ready, set.
Running it after the penalty. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's Swift on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Pass brought in by Burden. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. He still has room inside the 30. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 25 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down drop. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete. He was looking for Luther Burden. So that brings up fourth and long. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the left hash, 30-40 yards away. Santos' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Milton, first and 10. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So that brings up second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And you have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jamar Turner ending that one.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
We'll have the first down and even more. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Bears' 29-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're advancing it well as they face second down. That's caught. Devon Achane. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the jump.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Play fake. It's Milton. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Go.
Milton going to throw again here, second and 10. That one's complete, right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ready.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
York knocks it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make.
Ready, set.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. And now they've got a first inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And they force him out after just 2 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
70, Timberwolf. Ready.
Milton. Ball to the left side. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Milton now on 3rd down. He brings it in. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Burden now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. One play action. Williams buying some time left. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was looking for Colston Loveland. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. To the air on third and long. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And they come up big on third down there with the set. Fourth down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. Set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready?
Shotgun snap here to Milton. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
The offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive needle way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 8.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. I'll stick with Achane. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins boat racing them to the halftime locker room. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Going on again with Swift. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Williams on the play action. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. With 3rd and 10 coming up, they felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down.
What is up?
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brings it in at the 12. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Let's go. Ready.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Milton back to throw. Connects in on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Check smack. Check smack. 70 Lions. Ready, ready.
Second down carry for Achane. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Rolling out to his left. Connects on the crosser. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They go play action on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Looking to his fullback now. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready, go.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on.
Milton out of the pistol here. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Ready, check.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone on 1st. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away, and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They only managed 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd goal from the 5.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
3rd down from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. 3rd and now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The throw left side finds Burden, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
All set to go now from the 35. Williams to throw on 1st. The right side hauled in by Kmet. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. Runs inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the 2nd half with some needed points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears make it an 18-point game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Okay, and the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. Inside the 45. Still running. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. York now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Burden now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Off the play fake, Williams. Vacates quickly left side. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Throwing again on second, Williams. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Williams
with a quick pass out wide. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Working from the gun, Williams. He's throwing deep to the left side. And it is incomplete. Win big on the final play of our third quarter. Nothing comes from it as we hit the break. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the 4th at a massive deficit. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give right side for Swift. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're on the counter with Swift. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Looking inside the red zone. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
The throw is caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Williams to throw on 3rd. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ready.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Get it. Ready.
They run again with Wright. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Montez Sweat brought it down. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Out of the gun. It's Milton. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 45-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, man, the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Back to throw on 3rd down. Williams hit, and that ball's out. And the Dolphins pick it up. And that turnover is going to give him the football on the other side of midfield.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack and that play was a masterpiece.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's a give for Wright. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Right again. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.